And welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Now batting, Julian Cortez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
All right, Matty, they show up for game 1 of this road trip. They have to find a way to play a little bit better baseball. Coming off a recent homestand where they were only able to squeak out 3 wins, but at the end of the day, the way this team's been playing, 3 wins is a significant positive. So let's see how game 1 of this road trip treats them.
Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Soft liner to the right side. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We are still scoreless. Now at the plate, Josh Bell. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Missed with a slider. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Dero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Stepping into the box, Marcus Semien. And he'll snap one over to first. And the runner will get back standing. He's set, and the pitch comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Bell gets his lead at first, nobody out, and that one stayed up a little high. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Adam Frazier. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Bottom of the second here with no score. And it's 1-1.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. At the plate, Michael Taylor, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. On a line, that's a base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw it at the plate.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. And the run will score as the Pirates are on the board first. It's 1-0. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball one.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings. So he's got some catching up to do.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders. The pitcher, Jerry Ruth, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Right side.
Get here.
Scooped up. And that's out number 1. Stepping in, Brian McCabe. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Third baseman, Brian McCabe.
The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Splitter. 2-2. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it. 1 gone. Now at the plate, Bryce Harper, a Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago. And that's dead center for strike 1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Throw on to first will get him. Scored at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Josh Bell the next to hit. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Sharp ground ball to third. Dozier scoops it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. In order, go the. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball in for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Even though that wasn't a fastball, it's never fun seeing a pitch come right at your head. Your first thing is to dive out of the way. It's not to see if you can see the stitching of the slider and decipher whether or not it's a fastball.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. 2-2 pitch just missed. Adam Frazier will be next. Another full count pitch home. Count remains full. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. from the stretch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And that misses. 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. On to Goldschmidt, a double play.
Those are usually pretty costly after the 2-ball.
In now, Michael Taylor.
Up next for the
He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Cespedes is there. And that retires the side. Digging in, Jerry Ruth comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Bouncer down the line, but it gets foul. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul for strike 2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is flared out towards second, and this is taken for the out. Stepping into the box, Francisco Cervelli, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. And a first pitch knuckle curve is a called strike. 0-1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Just got a piece up the line. That's a foul ball. Now another 1-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Action now in that Pirate bullpen as a left-hander starts to heat up down there. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Love the ability to push that ball the other way right there. Nice knock to the opposite field. That's a switch hitter's delight, the ability to use all parts.
Digging in once again, Julian Cortez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Started to go around there, but he holds up. Ball 1.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
In there. Now the throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Now a look and a throw back to second. Runner back standing. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's full 3-2. Brian McCabe waits on deck. And that misses. Ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to third. There's 1. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show. Stepping in, Bryce Harper. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
Right fielder. Right.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Chopper up the middle. And he's retired, 1 away. Digging in, Josh Bell. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a foul tip held onto here at strike one.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Up.
Popped him up. Goldschmidt over to his left. 2 gone. Striding in once again, Marcus Semien. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're down. So striding in, Jerry Ruth. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First offering on its way. Bouncer up the middle. Simeon's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Adam Frazier, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
The count now at 2-1. 3-1 the count to the Pirates shortstop.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. Brad Peacock takes the ball. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. New York used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jerry Ruth takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Derek Randolph wraps it up for the save, his 9th of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game.
If a pitcher isn't finding the strike zone enough, he can be sure he'll hear about it from the coaching staff. A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
Just a few miles off the shores of Lake Michigan, we're at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers attempt to break out the brooms in this three-game series right after this. Brent Suter gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
And there's one away. So striding forward now, Scotty Buck. He'll get to take his first cuts here. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he got him.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. And the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Lifted in the air out to right. Perez has a play, and that retires the side. The pitcher, Jerry Ruth, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Dan, Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, both the first 2 games of this series have been nail-biters, but they've been able to find a way to win. And if you're going to the postseason, you need to be good in one-run games.
No doubt about it, Dero. They always say, hey, it's easy to win those blowout games, games that get out of hand, but there have been 2 nail-biters so far in this one. They've won both, and they'd like nothing more to continue.
1 sack as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
This is exactly what you want to do when you've gone down by 2 runs. Answer the bell. So he leads off the next inning and gets them going with a double. Now if they can scratch a run or 2 across this inning, they'll be right back in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
And there's one down now. Now at the plate, Brett Phillips. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. The 1-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. He'll send it on over to first, and a big out there as that keeps the runner anchored at third with 2 away now. So stepping in, Patrick Chlebov, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And a pickoff throw to third, and he'll get back in standing. He's set. Here it comes. Drilled right back up the middle. Nice slide and stop by Forsythe. He is out. Brewers strand 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. He went deep in the contest last night.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right, and that'll get down for a base hit. So now the Brewers pitcher, Brent Suter, and we'll likely see him square around to bunt. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a bunt attempt here, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lorenzo Cain, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's a pop-up now, and there are 2 away now. Now to the plate, Scotty Buck. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Now with a great hitter up.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. Now in the box, Jerry Ruth. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Jerry Ruth.
Here comes the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Santana on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Orlando Arcia. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
And that's the first out. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action.
Right fielder number 16, Domingo Santana.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. There's a drive out toward the alley in right center. Around first, digging for 2.
Cut it. Hold on to it.
And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, boys. Through the 5.5, the old Tony Gwynn hole. And a nice piece of base running. Guy on second is able to let that ball, see it go through, and then advance up to third.
Brett Phillips will bat next. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 2-0 to the Brewers center fielder. Phillips A native Floridian. He was taken in the 6th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Now batting. Second base.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Heading out towards shallow right. Perez moves over, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. A base hit in his first trip. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll be back in standing up. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
The 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So they pick up. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Brent Suter. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. 1-2 to the Brewers pitcher.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had off balance all game with that pitch.
Goldschmidt will get under it to put it away just past the first base dugout, and that's out number 1. In now is Lorenzo Cain. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
The windup and the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Perez is in pursuit, but this will land out there just foul. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. So digging in now, Scotty Buck. First offering on its way. 0-1 the count. This one's down to 3rd. And a high throw, but he's able to keep anchored on the bag at first. Standing in, Jerry Ruth. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. From the stretch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, and he'll try to start things out here for the Brewers in their half of the 6th. Skied into very shallow right. Perez is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Digging in and looking for more, Domingo Santana. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today.
Ouch, that one hit him. In now, Sean McDonald. 1 for 2 on his line in the game. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. The second for 1. Into the box, Brett Phillips. It was a walk in his last trip. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
And it's a 2-2 count to Brett Phillips. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
McDonald stands at second with 2 gone. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Next for Milwaukee, Patrick Flaba.
Second baseman, Patrick Flaba.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
A ball and a strike now. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So no runs here, no hit. So coming to the plate, Ji-Man Choi, a hit in... Two tries for him so far.
First baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Choi.
Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well, and one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Travis Shaw will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Travis Shaw.
Takes a high fastball for a strike. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 6 home runs and 16 RBIs. 0-2 to Travis Shaw.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
1 out, nobody on. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. Popped him up. Dozier on the move, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
In there, 3-1. Hit to short. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Juan Nicasio comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Line drive to center field. Phillips is right there, 1 down.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Digging in now, Scotty Buck. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out. Ready for another shot now, Orlando Arcia. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Line to the right side. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box, Domingo Santana, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Hard on the ground towards short. That's through. Another base hit for him. He's 3 for 3.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Standing in now, Sean McDonald. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Off the corner with the splitter, it's 2-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Now a slider here, but this will miss off the plate away, and it's ball 4. Settling in now, Brett Phillips. It was a walk in his last trip. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now an 8-2 game. Ready for another chance. Patrick Clobber. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Phillips rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores. And the deficit is cut to 4 now.
Your attention, please.
Now the New York managers.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams.